Hey guys, it's been a while since I actually. I stepped on a cord. It's been a while since I actually done a video. And I haven't had a lot of time because I've been busy. It's been about I'll say a week, I think, since I've actually, maybe not exactly a week, but almost like 5 or 6 days. I've been really busy and I haven't had the time to record anything. But then it occurred to me while I was doing like, I have free time right now, and so like, fuck it, let's record some more because I've been really feeling this game even more. And before I even begin, let me just say one thing. You know that feeling when you absolutely love a game, or you love an experience like a movie. You just love something in general, but it's really short-lived. Like a movie or a game or an event like a fair or whatever, and it's like the best experience you've ever felt. Like you're so enjoyed. I mean, I just use that out of text. You're so enthusiastic. You're so just amazed how you felt at the time. Then it slowly sinks in, like it's over. Like, how do you prolong this feeling? Like, I mean, it's not that, because it just feels like it slowly slips away. Like, for example, the saying, The Last of Us. That story touched me. It touched a lot of people, and not in a creepy way, in like a heartfelt way. And as soon as you finish the game, I was just staring at the credits, just wondering what to do, because that was when Left Behind wasn't out yet. So I was just staring at it like, what am I gonna do now? And so how I prolong movies and games and books is pretty much I read fan fictions. I mean, I don't read a lot of them, but occasionally I read like maybe one or two after something moves me a lot. In Katawa Shoujo, I'm pronouncing that shit wrong, I know. I'm currently reading one. It's my first one ever, and I ain't gonna lie, it brought me. No, it didn't bring me close. I actually did cry. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm soft. Like Laffy Taffy. But some of the moments in that fanfiction just blew me away. I'm not gonna say which one it was. I'm not finished yet. I'm actually on the very, very last chapter, to be honest. And man, my heart was racing because it was just it's so well written. It's so well written, and it's just Anyway. Also, I tried doing impressions, right? Or oh yeah. Let me load up something real quick. Let me load shit. Which one? A private lunch. I think yeah, that's the one. I think. Okay. Anyway, I carefully push open the furthest door and peek in. It's a classroom, but it seems rather badly kept or not in use. Am I in the right place? Desks and chairs are all around the room, a thin layer of desks centered on them. There are some easels in this corner, so at least this looks like the right place. The room is flush in sunlight from the big windows, shadows creeping all over the desk. Specks of dust are dancing in the stagnant air, making the beams of light almost visible. Oh wait, that's right. I noticed that one of my videos was 40 minutes long, and that shit, I didn't know AVA videos take that long. I know the file size is big, but I've had MP4 videos, and I don't know what's the difference is, like the compression, or I don't really know the differences. But even though they're the same size, I could have like a 20 gig by an MP4. It would take me like maybe 30 minutes to upload. It took like 10 hours for like a regular size video, or like a 20-minute video to upload an AVI. I was blown away. That 40-minute one, I had to let my laptop go on overnight. That shit was Anyway, so I'm gonna keep in mind the time. So if I have some infrequent times, like 8-minute videos, I apologize, because my phone it won't turn on. Oh well. Jokingly, I call into the empty room. Anybody? Huh? Something catches my eye and I stop mid-sentence. Sitting on a desk is a short-haired girl, curiously wearing a boy's uniform with a fork between her toes, and most of her food stuck firmly on the end. This odd way of dining seems to be caused by an apparent lack of hands, but her presence here is what takes me back even more. How did I miss her before? She's sitting in a corner, very still, but I still somehow took her as a part of the furnishing or a statue at first glance. I'm not being too observant today as a whole. The girl seems to be frozen in place, staring at me with her huge eyes like a rabbit in headlights. She's staring at me, her mouth wide open, ready to accept her fork. I'm staring at her, my mouth wide open, suddenly remembering I didn't finish my sentence, and trying to think if I should. This weird stalemate keeps us both stunned into silence, punctuated only by the wall clock ticking rhythmically. Hello. Okay, pause. And that doesn't pause the music. See, when I try to do voiceovers, I know I suck, but I still try to do something to the voices. You know, I give Misha that annoying voice, but she's still girlish. Shizing doesn't talk, so I'm glad for that. You know, Lily, I give them both, Lily and Hanako, I give them the same voice pretty much. I'm like, yeah, hello. And like, hi, it's nice. Yeah, I know, I do terrible impressions, but I give them the same voice. But the difference is, with Hanako, I'll do the same voice, but she stutters, so I'm like, hi, I'm Hanako. It's nice to meet you. And what Lily will be, it's nice to meet you. But I try to be more confident, but, you know, I try to at least attempt at it. Now, Rin here, oh, I just gave away her name, I'm sorry. But this strange girl, Rin, I think of her like, you know, Annie from Attack on Titan. And that shit, you know, she's like bored. She's tired. Like, everything she talks about, even though she's smiling and happy, she's still bored and, you know, kind of, she's out of air, out of breath. And I can't really pull that voice off, so this is going to be kind of hard. I apologize. The girl stuffs the forkful in her mouth and is now staring at me, expectantly while chewing. This is a bit awkward. Like an awkward handshake. Hello. I was told to pick up some supplies from here for some festival stalls. I didn't think there would be someone here. I'm trying to think of a voice. Well, I can't really do that voice. There is. There isn't. That's why I came here too. Close enough. That's gonna be her voice. She picks up another forkful. Doesn't that mean you're here, Vin? She raises her eyebrows as she wasn't suspecting my observation was false. You are pretty observant. I guess it does, but who are you? Okay, this voice, I can't get it just right. Ugh. Oh well, this girl is pretty straightforward, isn't she? I'm Nakao. Hasao Nakao? And one day I'll get my name right. I just transferred in on Monday. I'm Rin. Rin Tezuke. Rin Tezuke. I won't shake hands with you, but at least we know who we are now. That's very nice. Her deadpan manner of talking makes it hard to tell me whether she's just joking about shaking hands or not. It kind of bothers me. Joking about these matters doesn't feel appropriate at all. While I'm trying to figure out what's appropriate and whether this girl is, she seems to have lost interest in me and is now gazing yearningly back at her food. Can I continue my lunch? If you don't mind me, I won't mind you. If you need to get your stuff, the supplies are at the back. Go right ahead, but lunch? School's already open for the day. What word would you use then? There's no word for a meal you eat after lunch, but before dinner, right? There's Linner! There's Dunch? Dunch is something, I guess Linner. Yeah, Linner. It bothers me very much too. It bothers me very much too. That doesn't sound like I don't like the words in this game. It seems like they were always phrased weirdly. Oh well. It bothers me very much, but I don't know what I should say. I don't think you're supposed to eat a meal between lunch and dinner to begin with. Fuck you, man. I eat plenty of meals between lunch and dinner. But I'm hungry now, and my delicious box lunch would go to waste otherwise. Oh, she is so right, Hasao. You hungryless Beyonce. I have curry. It's very delicious. With much decisiveness, Rin once again picks up a fork between her toes, and with at least as much impoliteness, she points them straight at me. So Nakao, what brings you to this place? Like I said, I was told to look for these things. No, for school. From outside you look fine. Is your problem inside? I come to a full stop, opening my mouth but not getting a word out. I've been discovered. I am Batman. I can guess. I'm good at guessing. Better than most people. Rin cuts me off before I can answer her question, or skirt around it somehow. I don't know which I would have done. I froze in front of this issue again. What the heck? And well, I haven't even told anyone here about my condition, or maybe it's only because it hasn't really come up. I do get the feeling that not making issues of this is a part of the social code here, as the teacher said. I wonder if where's the music? This is really uncomfortable. Oh well. I wonder if the person here could relate. Probably not any better than any normal person could. I can't relate to Shizune's circumstances or Lily's either. Naturally, while I go through this in my head, Rin keeps considering what my condition could be, with an overly contemplative look on her face. She puts her fork between her lips and leans back, looking at the ceiling as if the answer was written up there. Sometimes it is. A beam of light illuminates her face from the window side, creating a massive dark shadow on the other side. I don't think it's anything in your head, and something in your gut would be boringly ordinary, like this lunch of mine, and less delicious. The problem must be in your pants. This messed up Sherlock Holmes kind of statement in the sheer lack of tact it was delivered with catches me off guard completely. I think I might have wheeled back even physically as Rin's eyes widened in revelation, and astonishment. So I was right. There's something wrong with your tackle, isn't there? Still partially in shock, but recognizing the need to replace something, I spit out the first thing I can think of. No! Nothing like that. I have a harder problem. Nothing wrong with my pants. Arrhythmia. I said it, more like I blurted it out, but I said it. The girl in front of me presses her lips together and glowers at me, looking very disappointed. How boring. Trouble in the pants would have been much more scandalous. What's up with this reaction? I'm sorry to let you down. I forgive you. Just, I collect people, and a person with, that kind of problem would have been really great. Collect people? People with different problems. So you just, go around asking people what's wrong with them? Pretty much. I see. With little left to say, Rin resumes her lunch and the conversation dies. Am I recording my voice? Yes, I am. And the conversation dies anyway, but I keep thinking about what was said. It's the first time I told anyone else about my condition. All other people have either known about it already or heard about it from someone else. Or didn't need to know about it, like every other student here so far. Should I have told her as a natural part of introductions? Is it expected of me? Hi, I'm Asal. I have a very serious heart condition. Is that how I'm supposed to go around introduce myself from now on? As if our disabilities would define us? What a disgusting thought. Or maybe this Suzuki girl just has an unnatural interest in such things. As I walk to the back of the room to pick up the items on Misha's list, a chance opens to study Rin from the corner of my eye. Her hair is a burnt auburn, almost orange and cropped short. Long hair would probably be impossible with no arms. The boy's uniform and the lack of arms makes her look very thin, almost scrawny like a homeless, starving children. She is not particularly pretty except for her murky green eyes which flicker restlessly from below her short bangs, even when she eats. The distance and the shadows make it seem like they don't reflect sunlight at all, but instead absorb all of it within deep wells. She moves her feet almost as deftly as a normal person would use their arms. However, I can see how this sight could discomfort people, especially while eating. It makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable at least. I hesitate to think about the word unnatural, but it's too late now, isn't it? I keep searching the cabins and shelves for Misha's things, but after enough time passes, that silence grows too uncomfortable, so I try to force some conversation out of the strange girl. So, do you always eat alone in this late, or do you get the occasional visitor? Visitors. Maybe you're my first occasional visitor, but I don't always eat alone either. Sometimes I eat with a certain person on the roof, if she's not horsing around. Horsing? She likes to do sports. Oh! And that's all I can think of to say, because I'm a boring person. Both of us fell silent as Rin forks the last bit of a meal to her mouth. Doesn't even offer me any. Rude. I look down on my haul and double check it with Misha's list. It seems I have everything except for plywood. So I think I have all the things now. That's very nice for you. Don't feel obligation to stay. I was about to take a nap anyway. You need to do whatever you're going to do with that stuff anyway, right? Or perhaps you'd like to watch girls sleeping. I'm not sure what to make of this, but Rin looks serious. Even if I did, I think I have to be going. I'll catch you around, Tezuka. I'm saying that wrong, I know I am. You can call me Rin. Thank you, something I can say. I feel that our relationship is at this point good enough to warrant this much. Oh, thank you! She knows I can't pronounce her last name. I can barely pronounce my own name. I was already turning to make my exit, but she draws me back in. Fine, Vin, I'm Hasao. Vinyor. Rin looks at me hard in the eyes, but that intimidating feeling you get when someone stares at you isn't there. It's like she's actually not looking at me at all. She's looking through me. She blinks a couple of times, and I can't figure out why a pause like this just pops between us out of nowhere. See you later, Hasao. There's something like a tiny smile there in her face, maybe. Okay, I wish I knew how long I was recording. This seemed like a good little pause real quick.